So last Friday night I decided to build a new PC to replace my old 10-year-old aging desktop. And the exercise should have taken about 4 hours to build, but in the end it took me longer, a little bit longer, because I ran into a couple of gotchas. So I decided to do a little video here to summarize the lessons that I learned. So here we go. So this is my setup. First of all, just go over the components that I bought from Amazon. Here's the Intel Course i7 CPU, 10th generation. The graphics card, video card, GeForce GTX 1660 Ti, and the power supply up here, and then here's the MSI MPG Z490 motherboard. It has a built-in graphics card already. I did not know that, but I bought a separate video card, which is a little slightly advanced, but it'll come in handy when I need to do some video editing, just for performance. And then there's the case. All right, so I put them together and on Friday night, and so these are the components that I installed. Oh, I forgot to mention the RAM. That was a 32 gigs RAM, 2 sticks, 16 gigs each. It's installed into here, and the video card is there. Power supply is a little bit to the back, but it's in there, without the power cables connected. First problem, and the motherboard warned me with this warning when I seated the memory cards incorrectly, so it advised me, and I fixed that up. Next problem, I was reusing a Seagate FireCuda 2 gigs SSD hard drive from my old PC over here, and so in the BIOS you can see that it recognizes the SATA drive, but it would not boot up. On boot up, it would not recognize this SSD drive, which previously had Windows 10 on the old system. It has the Windows 10 in working condition. Everything was running perfectly on the old PC before we migrated over to this new desktop. So here's the problem. The old Windows 10 that I had on the old PC was using legacy BIOS boot record, and it needed to be migrated over to the new UEFI BIOS boot up. So by default, the new MSI BIOS only work with UEFI. It no longer supports legacy BIOS, and so it didn't recognize it as a boot drive. So that was happening. So I went to search and came up with this article from Windows Central here. It shows you how to convert the master boot record to GPT, and basically the single command that converted it was this command down here, mpr2gpt/convert, which I ran through it, and lo and behold, after I converted the drive to the new BIOS, it boots up. So there you go. that was my 2 lessons learned. Primarily the first one. The first one was about the built-in video card. I didn't need the second video card, but I ended up using it anyway. Will come handy for a second monitor later on. And then the second lesson was the old hard drive had the old Windows BIOS boot records that needed to convert. So that's about it. Bye.